The People's Democratic Party, PDP, is going through a turbulent phase in the history of the party that it has never encountered before. From high-profile defections to confusion within the party on the position of the National Secretary, which has two people making claims to the office. Also, the Senator Bukola Saraki-led committee set up by the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to revive the party is already facing threats that could derail its assignment. According to reports, the Saraki-led panel's endorsement of Senator Samuel Anyanwu's return as National Secretary had created more problems as the Southeast Zonal Caucus recognized former National Youth Leader Honorable Sunday Udeh-Okoye as the National Secretary. This decision angered the Southeast Zonal Caucus, led by Enugu State Governor Peter Mba and PDP BOT Chairman Adolphus Wabara. Also, Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri, and some members of the National Working Committee were upset that the Saraki-led panel endorsed Anyanwu's resumption without consulting them. Joining us on this show this morning to discuss the PDP National Secretary issue and the state of the party after the major shakeup of the party structure due to defections in some states is Chief Achike Udenwa, former governor of Imo State. Welcome to the morning show, Chief Udenwa. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you, Rufai. I can see Rufai there. Thank you very much.
Morning, sir.
Okay, I'm Vimbai. Vimbai is also here.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Our wife from Zimbabwe. But quickly, Chief Udenwa, after the Southeast Zonal Executive meeting that was held, you were one of the party leaders from the Southeast who was quoted as having said that the People's Democratic Party is undermining the Southeast over the issue of the National Secretary of the party. And that the Southeast, if pushed further, if it's a recommendation that Honorable Sunday Udeh-Okoye should be the National Secretary, if the party does not agree to that, that the Southeast will have no option but to pull out of the PDP. Now, we hear that the Saraki-led committee has taken a different decision, supporting Senator Sunday Anyanwu. What are we likely to see going forward? Is the Southeast going to pull out of the PDP, particularly now that there is defection here and there?
It is still news to us that the Saraki committee has already recommended something. We have not heard that, but we are not just making an empty threat. For some time now, we've had problems. It's over 1 year we've been on this issue, and at each point in time, the Southeast Zonal Executive of the party has kept nominating Udeh-Okoye as the substantive National Secretary. So if we can continue on that line, it is our prerogative to present a candidate. And we've been asked severally to present a candidate, and we have presented a candidate. So if there is any recommendation contrary to our own recommendation, then it means that we are left to take our own decision.
Okay. So, what is your current sentiment towards this Saraki-led committee, the Way Forward Committee, as it is being called? Because many celebrated the creation of this committee as we count down to May 27 for the NEC meeting, feeling that maybe this committee could do it, since we had seen the Reconciliation Committee of Oyinlola Committee hasn't borne any fruits yet. Do you still have faith that this Saraki-led committee can lead you to the to the NEC and can resolve issues between now and then?
Yeah, we do hope. We do hope that the committee should be able to resolve the issues. But if the committee has come up to go contrary to our own recommendation, each zone has these positions zoned to them, and it is their own prerogative to present a candidate. And we have consistently said this is our candidate, because as far as we are concerned, Senator Anyanwu's tenure ended immediately. He opted to contest for governorship. If he did that, then automatically he has given up his position as a national secretary, and is left for us, the Southeast Zonal Committee of the party, to represent a candidate. We have done that about 3 times now. So if our presentation is being turned down, it means that nobody wants us to make a presentation again. We cannot continue on that, and we have made our position very clear.
Do you have any confidence in your party as we speak to resolve this? Or do you think that the Southeast is well on its way of pulling out of the PDP? Because the forces that support Anyanwu are stronger forces than whatever the Southeast is pulling in the PDP as we speak today.
I don't believe that whatever forces are behind him are a stronger force than the Southeast Caucus. It can never be, because the Southeast Caucus is an established zone within the party, and we take if that caucus takes a decision, that decision is binding, and our recommendation to the national cannot be thrown away.
Okay, Chief, let me ask you about these forces that are fighting within the PDP. What do you think of the influence of Nyesom Wike within the party? Because Nyesom Wike alone appears to be even more powerful than the Southeast Caucus. After all, Samuel Anyanwu is said to be his candidate, whether rightly or wrongly. But he wields enormous influence within that party. So what do you think of the Nyesom Wike factor in the PDP, and how the PDP has addressed that influence that he wields?
The Honorable Minister of FCT, Chief Nyesom Wike, is a member of the party. He is a member of the NEC. He is also a former governor in the party. So that is as far as his own power goes. I don't know what extra powers he has. I don't know, but whatever such powers may be can never equate to a zonal caucus of the party. It can never be above the zonal executive of the party. This party has a constitution. This party has a way of doing things. We cannot arrogate to one man the powers that he can override what a zone can do. No matter whom he is, no matter whoever. I don't know any man within the party who has such powers.
But Chief, this same PDP has not been able to enforce its own constitution. There are sections in that constitution talking about party discipline. You have members of your party who are members of an amphibious brigade of the party. They have one leg in APC, they have one leg in PDP, and nobody can discipline them. And you say they are not powerful. They are powerful. That's what I think.
Well, I think we are coming to the end of that struggle, and that end will be that if you don't comply with what the party constitution says, then you are disciplined. If it means showing you the way out, we show you the way out. Nobody is above the party. Nobody is above the constitution of the party. Yeah, if you have observed that such people have already violated the constitution of the party, be rest assured that we have enough courage, let me say that, we have enough courage to exactly implement what the constitution of the party says. And I'm sure that the disciplinary committee that is working right now will come up with something very soon. And such people will be adequately disciplined. So nobody is above the party. Nobody. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody, no matter who he is, nobody is above the party.
Okay, you know, earlier when the interview started, you had said that, well, the Southeast Caucus is ready to leave the party if they need to. And, you know, now you're expressing some sentiments about walking some people out of the party. I'm more interested in the sentiment of potentially leaving the PDP. And I'm curious because outside of the Southeast, we've seen in the South some governors defecting to APC. And there's news that APC is offering some fantastic goodies for those who want to come and connect to the Bluetooth in Abuja. So I'm wondering, this PDP Southeast Caucus statement that you want to leave, is it that there are greener pastures that you see might serve your interests better? What are some of the offers on the table for you? If you're to leave the PDP, where will you go?
Well, it is for us to take a decision of where to go, but I don't think we want to go to APC, definitely. The issue of APC is ruled out. What is happening to us today in PDP, APC has a hand in it. And I don't blame APC. They're exploiting they're exploiting the situation we're having and using certain people within our fold. So I wouldn't blame APC. But at the same time, APC can hardly be a destination for the Southeast Caucus.
Okay. Would APGA be closer
I don't think APC
would APGA be closer to your heart?
Well, when the time comes, we will have an alternative, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely we'll have an alternative.
Sir, I want to just say some home truths. With due respect, sir, I think Wike is bigger than the party and is bigger than the constitution of your party. You have a right to disagree with me, but I think so, and I know so. Because he has held your party to ransom and nothing has been done. And I think to a large extent, your disciplinary committee will not do anything to Wike. And I think the Southeast might just as well leave because I don't think anything will be done to rescind that Anyanwu's decision. I might be wrong. I might be speculating. But these are home truths. The question I would like to ask is... no, let me ask my question, sir. But I've just stated some things I believe.
All right.
Like I believe Wike is bigger than the PDP as we speak today. I believe that you people will have to leave because the Anyanwu decision will not be rescinded. And those are the things I believe. You might argue with me on that. But the question I'd like to ask is, what is left of the carcass of the PDP? Because it's gone already.
Thank you. First and foremost, I do disagree with you that we might the issue of Anyanwu is a concluded case and that we might as well leave already. I don't think so. The party has a mechanism. The party has some internal mechanism, and I'm sure that the issues at stake now will be solved. They will be resolved. They will be resolved one way. Nobody is bigger than the party. I continue to disagree with that. This party was formed in 1998. A lot of the people who are now pulling weight or trying to drag the party down, we are not there when it was formed. They were just joiners. What were they at that time? But the party has withstood all the problems we have had in the past, and we're going to withstand this present problem. I don't think so. But coming to your question, I think we still have a chance. PDP has a chance. It is not true that PDP is gone. PDP is not gone. Go to the grassroots. You will find out that there are a lot of people who are still who still believe in PDP. Even the masses in Nigeria still believe in PDP. They remember the 16 years PDP was in power. Compare it with what we have had in the last 10 years. Just compare what PDP did in its time to where we are today. Just look at it. Look at our GDP. Look at the level of our foreign loan. Look at the prices in the market. Look at the welfare of the average Nigerian. In whatever way you want to look at it, compare and tell me the time of PDP and the time of APC now, which one will Nigerians prefer? So it is still very obvious that PDP is the choice of our people, and that even in terms of membership at the grassroots level, yes, you will find out that PDP is everywhere, is still there. But unfortunately, I do agree, there are some fifth columnists somewhere who are being used to destabilize the party, maybe at the national level. But I'm sure we will get over that. I'm sure the disciplinary committee will come out with something. And the neck of the party will be strong enough to take a decision and discipline whoever is involved.
Okay, Chief.
No matter how highly placed.
Okay, Chief.
I'm sure we still have that capacity.
Okay, Chief. As we begin to wrap up, we'd just like to take your thoughts on coalition politics. All these groups coming together saying they are going to form a coalition to unseat the APC and President Tinubu. What do you think? You think it's the way to go? Or you think it's an exercise in futility?
Ideally, the coalition is not the way to go, ideally. The only problem has been that PDP, which is the leading opposition party, is in the present crisis it finds itself. As soon as this crisis is over, I believe it will be over. The issue of coalition will not arise. But even if PDP continues to be in the dilemma it finds itself today, I believe coalition can then work to some extent, because right now APC has performed so poorly that Nigerians are looking for an alternative. And if that alternative is a coalition, so be it. But in my own mind, as a person, I don't believe that the coalition is the best option. The best option is PDP rediscovering itself, being the leading opposition party, and other parties can coalesce into it, can come and join PDP or cooperate with PDP under the platform of the party PDP. Okay. That is what I think should work ideally. Okay, Chief, not just a coalition where people bring in their personal ambitions and all that. Okay, but PDP, we still find its place.
I like your optimism, but Senator Gabriel Suswam, who is also a very prominent member of your party, says the PDP is in ICU. You think the patient will survive or will die under intensive care? Briefly.
Definitely, the patient will survive.
Okay, on that note, Chief Udenwa, I would like to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show.